Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. I am feeling better. I've still got a touch of the bronchitis in my voice. I can hear it, but I am ready for the Ghostbusters 1984 Ecto-1 review. I'm very excited. I bought this one back when it came out in 2020, and we'll be doing a side-by-side comparison, but and my review for this Ecto-1 is here on the Needless Things YouTube channel, so go check it out. And I just want to say, you know, at the time people were people were all mad because they were like, well, the figures don't go with this, it doesn't make any sense. But guess what? I didn't buy a single one of those Plasma Series figures, and if I had, they'd be in a box right now. But this, as an excellent example of toy engineering functionality and just looking awesome, is still on my shelves on display. And those Plasma Series figures, like I said, not only did I not buy them, but I don't think I'd be displaying them right now if I had. So we'll be doing a side-by-side with this original tooling that we kind of knew there was a good chance this was coming out. What we did not know is there would be O-ring 1/18 scale action figures coming out to go with an Ecto-1. And I will be testing out that compatibility as well. But first, take a look. I mean, we recognize the Plasma Series packaging and style and everything. It's fine. I don't love I don't know. This doesn't do much for me, this weird blurred background, this very clearly computer generated. I don't know. It's not my favorite packaging ever. But it doesn't need to be, because all that matters is the vehicle inside. On the back, I like the livery for this. I like the coverall material design, and then the warning hazard strip up here. Like, it's cool. And I like the design. The working features stuff that's going on in the back here. So, but whatever. I also note, I mean, look how snug this thing is in here. That is some tight, if you can see, tight packaging going on. So I'm curious to see how the Ecto is situated in this box. I don't have my normal little cutter thing, but fortunately I've got my not exactly an X-Acto from this little kit that I got on Amazon for like $8. Maybe I'll throw a link in the bio. Take a look and see if it's in there. Oh, what is happening? Take a look and see if I remembered to put a link in there. But it's this little toolkit that is just perfect to have at your toy opening workstation. It's got a couple of tweezers, it's for modeling, but for $8, like, it's everything you need to open up an action figure. Okay, dying to see how they squeezed, because I remember the box being larger on the other one. I mean, it may not be, I'm just saying in my memory it is. Let's see how they squeezed this in here. Toss that on my ever-growing recycling pile. Look at that. Oh, man. You can already see the clean white of the pristine, which it's funny to think of this one as pristine because, this is an old, busted, broken-down vehicle when the Ghostbusters purchase it. So it's funny to think of it, as being, oh, this is the clean version. Because even in 1984, it wasn't really a clean version. Okay. It's a satisfying elasticity to those little plastic caddy things. Oh, man. Look at this. Oh. Beautiful rubber tires. First of all, just like the other one. Got a little bag of add-ons. I mean, there's, as much as I do, oh wow, look, there's more to assemble here than I kind of realized. Oh yeah. And look at that. The gurney for the proton packs that are coming soon. I believe the Ghostbusters O-ring figures are going up on, it's either June 8th or June 10th. Oh. So every bit of it is functional, interactive. Some of the mechanisms are weird in the way that they work, but it's to preserve just the functionality of everything. So you get this door open like as much as it can possibly open. So you can get the figures and everything in. This door does not open, but this one does. Both of these do. And I'll do a handheld look at the interior so you can really see it. Look at the jump seats in the back right here. So this interior is all different tooling from the other one. So where these pop open, there's a little fingernail-sized notch. Well, I got it just a second ago. There we go. Right at the bottom. And then it tabs in place at the top. That's actually where it holds the door closed. And then the back, oh, okay, I like that. So on the other one, this kind of comes off really easily, but it looks like they've secured it on this one, so it works a little better. And you can see where there are some slots in the floor for that gurney to sit in. Obviously, if you have an angle, but there you go. That closes back up, tabs into place. See on the bottom, it's not just flat. They've actually gone to the trouble of detailing a nice undercarriage. And this one still says 2020. So it is, this anyway, is the exact same tooling as the other one, which there's no reason it wouldn't be. But just this beautiful pristine white, absolutely gorgeous. So let's put our pieces on. We've got two different aerials. There. I am going to put this on first. And this is a lot of the exact same tooling as the other one. And there's no reason it shouldn't be, in my opinion. Oh, wait a minute. That's interesting. Ooh, little comparison there. I'll bring the other one over because I want to wait to look at, to kind of take in everything at once as far as the differences. Because there are some that I didn't expect. Look, I'll admit it's very helpful to have one very similar already assembled right next to me. So I know, because I do remember this thing being a little tricky to figure out in a couple of spots. There were some things that I wasn't quite sure where or how they fit, and it took some doing to figure it out. Unfortunately, that is not the case this time. These hoses, probably easier to put in if you start at the top. Yeah, go ahead and plug in the top first, and then pull them down and plug them into the side. Much, much easier that way. There you go. I've got the side aerial over here that does have a little tab. Let's see. If you can see, there's a little tab that kind of directs you at what angle to plug it in. And there you go, easy enough. And whatever the heck that is, somebody, one of the Atlanta Ghostbusters, if you're watching this, tell me what all these gadgets are, because I have no idea. I am not as much as I love Ghostbusters, one of my top 5 movies. I think it's a perfect movie. I cannot call myself a Ghostbusterologist. So, there we go. Let's zoom back out. And that is an absolutely gorgeous Ecto-1, clean white walls, rolls freely. Absolutely fantastic there. So let's do a little side-by-side now, because it will be interesting to compare some of the differences. Because the first thing that jumped out at me was the ladder. On the newer version, the ladder is over here on the driver's side, and on the original, the ladder is on the passenger side. Other than that, and the weathering, the tooling is pretty much the same. I do notice we've got a little paint here where we don't have on the newer one, or well, on the 1984. But just look at the difference in the weathering. I don't know if it's really coming across in video as well as it does in person, but this is a gorgeous, even though this is the Ecto-1 that I want, this one is just absolutely beautiful with all of that damage and weathering. So it's worth having both of these to me. They are both going on the shelf. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is go handheld, so we can get close-up comparison shots of these. And then I do want to show the interior of the 1984. And if you want to see the full review of the 2020, like I said, it's here on the channel. Just look it up and check it out. And this is still a fantastic toy. Oh, you know what? Before I go handheld, let's do this. Since we do not yet have any O-ring Ghostbusters, I have selected Flint. I think it's a 2001 version of Flint from G.I. Joe, who is looking very Ghostbustery, I must say. This is the most Ghostbustery G.I. Joe figure I had readily available, and not bad at all. So let's see how well Flint fits into the Ecto-1. It's going to be a little tricky getting him in there, I think. Okay. I'd bend his knees a little bit, it might work better, but there he is. Sitting in there very nicely. A little more work. He could sit up straight, I think. I need to slide him over just a bit. But if you look, that bench seat goes all the way across the front. So if you wanted... Let's do this way. Because he's not quite under the... There he is. Now he's under the steering wheel. Look at that. Perfect. Okay. So now, let's get him out of there. It's his hips do not want to move. And let's see how the back seats work. I'm going to say probably not quite as well, but let's see. I don't think you know. So The backseat experience is not going to be pleasant for your O-ring Ghostbusters. That is just not even reasonable. Which potentially goes to show, yeah, that's about the best you're going to do there. But it shows this is not really a 1/18th scale car, but that goes along with, you know, no G.I. Joe vehicle is actually 1/18th scale. Everything is scaled down for toy sizing. I really want to get him in here, even if he's horribly uncomfortable. Yeah, that's just not quite getting the job done. Look, it's me sitting in a Jetta. This is what I look like sitting in a Volkswagen Jetta. So yeah, that does not work at all. But you can get 2 Ghostbusters in the front. I'm pretty okay with that. The thing is, for the price of this item, it's a toy. You know, some people are probably going to be furious that you can't get 2 more figures in the back. And look, you know, I get everybody has their own tastes and desires for what toys are going to be, but I am not going to be loading this thing up with Ghostbusters on my display anyway. And would you have wanted to pay $40 more for a larger vehicle? I don't know. We all have our own gives and takes for what we want out of toys. So, okay, now I'm going to go handheld and we'll do some comparisons. All right, here is the interior of the 1984 version, and you can see nice bits of paint and everything on their equipment in there. Looks great. And then here is the different tooling on the newer model. You can see completely different setup on the inside. And then I'm trying to zoom in on the remote trip vehicle. So that's the little right there. And look at even the weathering on this one on the inside. Just beautiful. This is a fantastic toy. All right, now let's turn them both and get a look in the front. It is very difficult to open the door from this angle. There we go. Pretty basic, nice. There's some good stuff in there. Like they did some nice sculpted detail. It looks good. Bench seat. And then the 2020 version that I think is very, very similar. Yeah, almost identical. So there you go. That is the new 1984 Ecto-1. I think it's a fantastic toy. Very happy with how they executed it. And both are going to stay in my collection on the shelf because I think they're both worthy of display. You know, one for capturing an iconic vehicle of my youth, and the other for just being a fantastically executed toy. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And until next time, Flint, there he is, good gosh, is not afraid to buy what he likes.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.